Sean Meyers joined by Christian Hyland, the head coach of the Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions boys basketball team, as they have concluded a terrific regular season. Now look to continue that in the postseason in the WPIAL 2A bracket. And first off, Christian, congratulations on what was a terrific regular season, a terrific section performance as well, capturing another section title, going perfect at 12-0 in section play. How important was it to win the section and to win it in undefeated fashion to try to build that momentum?
Yeah, thanks for having me first. That was one of our goals that we came into the season that we talked about. One of them is always to win a section title. We kind of put a big emphasis on trying to get through a talented section undefeated. It's something that I haven't done, personally as a coach, a head coach, and our staff hasn't experienced, for our first 5 years. So that was something, that we brought to attention to the guys early on, that we wanted to run the table in the section, and proud of our guys for accomplishing the first goal.
Well, you also had a terrific performance out of section, and you go 20-2 overall. The two losses coming against pretty darn good 5A teams, including Franklin Regional, which is the number 2 seed in that 5A bracket. How important was it to try to challenge this squad with the very rigorous non-section?
Yeah, it's always important. I don't really care who you are, to go out and play some different teams, to challenge yourself, to challenge the kids on your team. We've always tried to do that. We handled our non-section opponents pretty well. I think, Penn Hills and Franklin got the best of us on those particular nights, but they're two good teams. We're going to scrimmage Penn Hills again this week, so I'm looking forward to see how Jesse does. So it really helped us.
I know that it has to help a coach a lot when you have two outstanding seniors that have been through the postseason, that have had great success, and now who are both two 1,000-point scorers in Tyree Turner and Franco Alvarez. How much do those guys help what you want to accomplish, and what are really their best attributes?
First off, I'm proud of those guys. 1,000 points is nothing to, shrug your shoulder at. Those guys put in a lot of work. They're great kids. So I'm super proud of them. Just some of their best attributes are they're great kids, which, helps them on the basketball court to keep, a level head. Nothing's too big or too small for them. Physical attributes. Tyree Turner's just, he might be 6 foot tall, but he's strong as an ox. He can get to the hoop. He can shoot. He defends. And then on Franco, on the other hand, he's just very cerebral. Knows where to be. He has really good feet, really good hands. And being 6'5" and 2A is, most people don't have that luxury. So, we're lucky to have both of them on our squad.
And so they clearly are the headliners for your team, but we know at this point, and certainly in the playoffs, I'm sure it'll intensify even more, the scouting report will try to limit what they can do. So your other guys will likely have to come through in key situations, whether it be offensively or even defensively. How much confidence do you have, and how much has their confidence grown in terms of the complementary players?
I'm super confident in those guys, and those guys know that. The Liam Gallagher's, Braden Riley, Brady O'Rourke, Sean Walker, Ty Rozier, all those guys that come off the bench. I have the most confidence in those guys. And I think after 22 games, those guys' confidence is where it needs to be. They all do something different. We all, their roles are, have expanded throughout the season. We rely heavily on those guys to make shots, to defend the opposing team's best player. And they've done that this year, and we're confident in them moving forward, and we're looking forward to see how they do, because we've seen all the junk. We've seen triangle and twos. We've seen box and one, diamond and one. And those guys know that for us to be successful on those type of nights, that they're going to have to score and defend really well.
So you end the season on this long winning streak, and now you have over a week of a layoff before you begin postseason action. Is that challenging? Would you rather just keep it rolling and play on somewhat of a normal schedule?
Yeah, it's a little different. You're so used to, going Tuesday, Friday, or maybe throwing in a third game during the week. And then to go like 9 or 10 days without anything it's a little different. It's nice, for guys to get their legs back. Some guys are a little bit under the weather, so trying to get a full healthy squad. It's a little different. I wish maybe it was only like a week or so, 5 or 6 days would be nice, but we're going to scrimmage, like I said, on Friday, and that'll be good for us. And then, we'll just get right into it on Tuesday.
So you get the number 2 seed in the bracket, which means you're pitted against number 15, Frazier. The number 2 seed's pretty good. Aliquippa gets number 1. How did that align with what you had anticipated, and what was your reaction when you saw the bracket as a whole?
Yeah, I thought that was probably where we're at. A lot of respect for Aliquippa and, the squad that they have. And, obviously they're the returning champ, so rightfully so. They're probably the 1 seed. I thought we'd probably be anywhere from 2 or 3. So two's good with us. And, like you said, we draw Frazier. A lot of respect for Coach Kiefer and the things that he does. I know they're going to be well coached. They're going to have a great game plan. So we're just looking forward to Tuesday.
I know you said you played the Commodores a few years ago at the very end of the season, but I'm sure that they have changed quite a bit, as your team has, in that period of time. So what stands out about this year's version, and what will be key?
I think just for us, getting great shots on offense on that side of the ball. And then if we can rebound, I like our chances. I think, we'll be fine on the defensive end. Just taking care of the ball. It's the playoffs. Everything kind of, dies down a little bit. It's more of a half court game on both sides of the floor. Guys just have to be really locked in on, executing the game plan. And, that's the challenge when the playoffs roll around, is everything kind of just gets shortened up. There's not too many fast break points. So, the half court game on both sides is going to be big for, any team that's in the playoffs.
Finally, I know when Tyree Turner was a freshman, he played a key role in a championship game. Your team ultimately came up short against Our Lady of the Sacred Heart back then. Is that something that he's talked about, or that you've talked about, it getting back to that spot, getting back to that championship stage for him, and certainly for all of the other guys?
I think so. We've probably had conversations a couple of times about it. It's not a fond memory for either of us. But I can tell that he's motivated to get back there this year, along with, all the other guys that maybe haven't had an opportunity to play in one. So, I like where our mentality is at. Obviously, we all want to get back there, but it's one game at a time. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So if you look too far ahead, that just might be the night that you get caught. So, all of our focus is on Frazier on Tuesday night. And, hopefully if that goes well, we can move on to Friday.
Well, Christian, hopefully it does go well. Thanks again for doing this. We always appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you.